Alright. Our hand is keepable. Not exciting, but keepable. Turn 1 Astrolabe. We've got Dignitary plus Flicker effect, so it is a keeper. Would like to draw some Tron lands instead of some Snow lands, but, you know, can't have it all. Or maybe we can't have it all, I don't know. Oh boy. Well, I guess they have another Snow land. Yes, they do. Well, on the plus side, I'm going to run out of out of non-Tron lands, so that's pretty good. On the minus side, I'm doing nothing, so yeah. I would like to draw Seagate Oracle. What is this? Castigate? Sure. What do you want? They could take Ephemerate. Depending on how much burn they have, they may want to take Pulse. Taking Horror is cowardly. Taking Dignitary, if they want to just beat me down. But if they had a bunch of creatures, they'd play them, right? There's no reason to Cascade now if they had creatures to run out. And, I mean, and if they don't have any creatures to run out, then taking Dignitary, yeah. Figured as much. They may have a keep a gang here. If they castigate me again, I think I just burn the Pulse. Because I don't want to lose Pulse. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Oh, all right. Chunk you. It's a chance I should have just pulsed at the end of the last turn, so I could go Dignitary into wall back the Pulse, but Seeker, sure. All right, this works out. Now I can just leave a Pulse plus Dispel. I'm not gonna burn it. I could. I don't think I want to though, because I'd rather just keep it for in case my opponent has. I need to put a stop there. If in case my opponent has a removal spell from a Dignitary. A removal spell that's not an Edict. Well. If my opponent plays Chainer's Edict, that's really bad for me, isn't it? That's a bummer. Alright, this is much better. I get to block the Seeker. They try to burn me to pump the Seeker. I can Ephemerate and then Dispel. The hell? Oh, they have this. What is going on here? I'm gonna let this happen because I have no idea what my opponent's up to. Also, my opponent has a very greedy deck, apparently. I don't see how they can possibly play their matches if they don't have Astrolabe. Unmake? Sure. Aha, they do. Alright, I'll get that spread there. Alright, I would like to draw a land. I get 2 combats to skip. I get to skip 2 combats, but if I draw a land, it's so much better for me. Alright, I'll just make my opponent use the stupid unmake. Being able to keep up Ephemerate would have been real nice, but my opponent has this combat skipped and the turn after, so yeah, they get to eat my wall, but I have time to find another one. So okay. You can't be greedy enough to just let me have a 1 mana answer to your 3 mana. Yeah, okay. Alright. Any land, I'm going to slam Horror. Any spell, I'm probably going to play it. I have to just flicker. I can't just sit here. My opponent kills the Dignitary. I'm just going to let it happen. Gonna try to draw a land to pulse it back, but it seems like we're going to get our combat skip on. Okay. I do need to find Tron eventually, but I mean, I got time. Okay, that helps getting Tron eventually. So they have another skip after this turn, so I have time to Trinket Mage around. I really want to draw Tower or Plant, so I can Trinket Mage, play map, get map, play map, and then crack map for the rest of Tron. Then I can go Horror. Maybe I can't do double Horror. Don't have enough mana for that. Yeah, that's fine. One more skip left? Sure. That's a bummer. I'm going to play map. Unfortunately, I don't have a land to crack map immediately. What's this? Oh, sure. Yeah, my opponent's deck doesn't function without Astrolabe. They have a land. I'm going to just burn the Ephemerate. My opponent's last card is a removal spell. Cool. I'm thinking about casting something. What the hell? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna Ephemerate. Yeah, they can burn. Or they can, what the... Oh, they do have a spread. Okay. This worked out. Now my Horror's probably going to survive. What are they going to get? Oh, they get an Unmake? Okay. That's frustrating. Just going to play an Oracle. Trying to find a land. It's not the land I was looking for, but it's one I'll take. Alright, they're out of spells after that Unmake, which I think I have to save the Unmake for my, that was a really good top deck. Yeah. Alright. There's a chance I should have prohibited that. Because if they just chain spells here, it's really unfortunate. But... yeah, that's a really bad series of top decks. I should have just countered the first go talk, but... Alright, they Unmake, they deal me 9. And then I don't have Tron, so I have to draw an anti-combat card. Oh, I'm going to block the Seeker then. This is better for me. Alright. I like this. Get the thing out here. Go ahead and plant. Pass turn. Opponent has Unmake in hand. They can unmake their own thing to pump Seeker, but that doesn't quite do it. Go ahead and get Trinket Mage so I can find Tron. So any anti-combat card, and I believe I win. They top deck the Shinobi? No, Pulse, okay. Oh, they should have done that pre-combat. I would be dead on board if they had done that pre-combat. Because they'd play this Astrolabe, and then they could unmake their own Skyfisher if they had a land. And any spell, and then I just died to the stupid Seeker triggers. Sure. So my opponent has not drawn a land in 5 draws or something? That's frustrating, but yeah, it's MTGO, I suppose. I am dead. Well, I guess I'm not dead, because I can draw a Astrolabe. Get a Astrolabe, rather, and then draw a Moment's Peace. Okay. Well, that's really frustrating. My opponent just never drew a land, and they just drew 7 spells in a row, so... Let's see if I can draw some things. I'm going to put in Shattering Pulse, because my opponent's deck doesn't function without Astrolabe. Put in the other Horror. I'll keep a Moment's Peace in. This spell actually seems fine. Don't care about any of the other cards in here. What am I cutting? Moment's Peace on the play isn't that necessary. Actually, I'm going to go with 61 cards. I just need a bunch of spells in my deck. They got Unmake with Teachings. That doesn't make any sense. But, whatever. Usually have an extra slot because I take Dispel out against most of these Boros decks, but my opponent's playing Teachings. Yeah, I like all the cards in my library. Weather the Storm cannot be playable in that main deck. Like, you're playing Weather the Storm and Pulse? Why? I understand splashing Pulse, but I'd probably go with Reaping the Graves instead, unless you really need the life gain. But Pulse seems, or Weather seems like just a dead card in so many matchups that it's not worth having in your main deck. You can only cast it with your artifacts, presumably. I don't think you're playing a Forest in the deck with Unmake. I don't know. I would like to play first. This is barely keepable, but that's still keepable. No Tron pieces again. I don't have a third land, but I get to get my artifact in play, and I really don't think I want to mulligan it against the deck with Castigate and presumably Duress now. Although if I miss my third land drop, it's going to be bad. I did have 3 draws to it, though. Alright, I had 4 draws to it. Cool. We did it. Alright. Next turn. Play Trinket Mage, play my tower that I draw, and then play a map. Easy. Although maybe I guess I can't hold it in hand. Whatever. Can't hold map in hand to protect it from artifact destruction because they have hand disruption that I know about, so... Okay. Let's see if I can do some Tron action this game. Opponent doesn't have colored mana sources, so they can't play Ancient Grudge. And I don't think they're going to be playing Fragmentize in their 5-color monstrosity, so this seems fine. Okay. If they just pass with no attacks and no plays, then that's good. I'm not going to play into a Pyroblast, I don't think. Could just hold up Pulse and just kill their artifact. Yeah. My opponent doesn't want to do anything, then I don't want to do anything. Actually, what I can do is just get this Dignitary out there. Stop any shenanigans with Shinobi. Then I can just burn a Pulse on whatever their artifact is. They clearly don't have an artifact. They would have played it already. So if they play 1, and then I can just kill the stupid thing with when they play a Glinthawk. Sure. Okay, now I have all my manas. Play Muldrifter. They Pyroblast, and then I slammed in Rofa Horror and bounced back their Basilica. Yep. Then they've got 3 mana to work with. They don't even have the mana to unmake right now. Goodbye. Goodbye, Bounce Land. Playing a Bounce Land deck is pretty ambitious, given how much land destruction people are packing nowadays. Land destruction doesn't do very much against Tron, but when you're playing Bounce Lands, it does a hell of a lot. Yeah, sure. You found the artifact. Let's see if they go Glinthawk and then replay Astrolabe and then play another land to play Glinthawk. Could just unmake the horror. They do. Okay. I'll take 4 here, and then I can play Muldrifter and kill their Astrolabe if I don't draw anything. I could have chumped there. I don't think it's correct. Let's just play Muldrifter. Oops. Goodbye. And map. I've got Ephemerate up. I could just Ephemerate the Muldrifter now. I think it's not correct. I think waiting is correct. Because it just puts so much pressure on my opponent's answers. Yeah. They are playing a Snow-Covered Forest in their unmake deck. Alright. That means they must have the island for the blue cards. Yeah, my opponent's deck is completely non-functional with without everything, basically. I'm just gonna go ahead and get mine in case my opponent has land destruction. Alright. Hold up Pulse and or Ephemerate. Guess I can just do this. Yep. Take creature off the board. Get the island. Sure enough. Alright. I'm just waiting to draw a spell. I could have used the Ephemerate by now and forced my opponent to have an answer. Because then I'd have something to wall back, but I think playing into one of my opponent's things is not correct. Like, if I just Ephemerate the Muldrifter and my opponent just kills it, then what am I really ephemerating? Double blocking if they swing. I think it's better just to wait till I draw like any spell, and then we can just go ahead and have fun. Or you just keep drawing lands, you know, that's fine. I need to draw spells, right? Like, I don't know. I've just blinked many turns. Yeah, pulse, sure. The holding up on make. Adequate. Unfortunately, for them, if I draw a flicker, I get to just flicker and then ephemerate whatever they unmake. They didn't swing to gain 3? Well, I guess we know what we're doing now, don't we? Oh, they just had nothing. Cool. I guess I could have swung first, but I'm lazy, so I didn't. Also, my opponent is now buried in card advantage. They can't realistically come back from this. Because I've got an Ephemerate coming off the rebound. I've got both counters. I've got wall to get back. Ephemerate. No swings. Go ahead. And I have pulse to get back my 4th Muldrifter. And from what I've seen, they don't have any way to deal with many Muldrifters. Many drifty boys. I'm actually just going to keep the pulse. If they pyroblast my wall, I want to be able to get it back. If they kill my Muldrifter, I don't care. They counter here, then I play the other wall, and if they counter that, I'll pulse in response so they can't get both my walls with a Fairy Macabre. I did not expect all this stuff to resolve. I have many cards in hand now. I'm actually going to just ephemerate my Dignitary. I don't want to draw more cards. And stacking up combat skips seems good. And if my opponent kills in response... Doom Blade? No. I mean... Why not, right? Alright, go. I like my position. Yeah, sure. If they want to weather, it's perfectly fine, but... What other things I got? I got a Pyroblast, sure, whatever. Opponent can't attack for this turn and next turn. My opponent tries to kill the wall with Pyroblast. I guess I don't try to fight it. I should have cycled Ashburns there, I think. Do you let me have one Ephemerate back? If they unmake, I'm definitely countering. Because it's just not a whole hell of a lot I care about at this point. Like, they can now Pyroblast, but then I just counter again. And then if they dispel, they're down on manas. And I can hopefully get a chain going with this other wall. Oh, or they can just die. Which they have done now. Because now I can just get back my 2 counter spells. And they're just dead, right? I'm going to start with this. Get back Dispel. In case my opponent is doing some really bad play. I don't want to get my wall killed in response or something. I don't know. I don't really know what they can do, and they don't know what they can do, so they conceded. Alright. Pulse seems real good. Their deck does not function without an artifact. Like, their deck is completely non-functional without a cantrip artifact in play. Which is unfortunate, because they're probably just going to mulligan to an Astrolabe now, but... Or just get 1 in 7. Moment's Peace would be adequate. Not great. I kind of like 61 cards. This spell seems really good. None of the other... I don't want to play Blasts. I do not want Hydroblast solely for Pyroblast. I have not seen anything that I want to Pyroblast. Like, I haven't seen Muldrifters. So, just going to stick with Dispel, Prohibit, and then try to get Tron and outcard advantage them. There is a chance my opponent can just counter every spell I draw, and then I just draw 11 lands, but hopefully I'll draw lands and spells and hit Tron at some point. Just give me the God draw. Just Tron, Prism, Drifter. Okay, they have difficult sideboard decisions, apparently. Robo Horror seems very good against them. They're playing bounce lands. They're playing a bunch of ground dorks. Should get to take them off manas. They're playing 3 mana answers. Like, Unmake is cute, but it costs a lot of mana. Costs half as much as the Doomblade of the format, which is Doomblade. They're playing, they're keeping. I'll keep. See if they have the Duress. They do not. They also don't have Astrolabe, which is nice. Double Ephemerate's not optimal. However, if this Oracle survives, it's going to be pretty good. Whoa. Okay, they don't have anything there. Alright. I'm going to play a Mine and pass. Grab myself my Plains. In case this Astrolabe gets blowed up. And in case I want to go double Ephemerate, but that seems very unlikely. Next turn, I'm going to go plant Oracle. See if my opponent leaves up red manas. They're thinking about whether they want to run their Prism into my Prohibit. And yes, they should. They absolutely should. Prohibit's a premium card, and yeah, if it's your one Prism, then it's a bummer, but like, if you don't cast it, then, oh, sure. Maybe they were deciding between running their Prism out or castigating. Sure. Take my Ephemerate. I dare ya. I double dog dare ya. There's more where that came from. Alright. If my opponent has Mana Tithe, that's going to be a bummer. If they don't, then I get to get my creature in play and then try to find other creatures and or Tron. They took the Oracle? Wow, they're really hoping I don't draw spells. Wow, 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 wow. Well, they made a good bet. It's a pretty safe bet that I'm just going to blank on spells. They can't be trying to unmake the Oracle here, though, right? That seems incredibly greedy. Like, if I just draw a Muldrifter, my opponent's just dead, right? Oop. I pressed F4 instead of F2. Wow, wow, wow. That was a bad punt. Alright, let's see if I can avoid doing any more terrible mistakes. Hey, they found their Astrolabe. Oh, here's Tron. Let's see if I can draw some spells. Oh, I did. I'm gonna go ahead and Astrolabe. I'm gonna pass. I just hold up double Ephemerate. I kind of want to get Dignitary in play, but yeah. It'd probably be better if I had another land drop in play. And also had played the Prism the previous turn, but, you know. Sometimes you just, F4 or F6 through your turn. Resolves. That's your 1 red mana? They're playing Pestilence? Your 5-color Pestilence? Alright, glad I have Pulse Morass, I suppose. Horror. That's fine. Just take them down. Go. I guess that would explain all the swamps. Well, I'm certainly not getting taken off of my colored manas. Oh, ugh. I guess I'm just gonna evoke. It's gonna get pyroblasted, but whatever. Oh, it didn't. All right, let's see if I draw a flicker or a counterspell. I have not played a land this turn, so I can play this tower. I'm going to Ephemerate. And then Ephemerate again if my opponent unmakes. And if they do this, I get to kill their Glinthawk. Excellent. Yeah. Go. Alright, I need to draw a Teachings or some sort of thing before this Pestilence kills me, but I got some turns. Next turn I get back my Ephemerate with the wall. What is this? They can't be trying to unmake here, right? Are they just going to burn twice? They don't need to tap the plains for that. Oh, they're going to pulse. Sure, go. I could burn my Ephemerate. I don't think that's necessary, though. I haven't actually seen Duress. I've just seen Castigate, so. Are they going to clear the board? No, okay, they just didn't want to burn their, or kill their Glinthawk. Well, they have no snow mana, so they can't recast their artifact. Oh, there it is. Spoke too soon. That's a good draw. That'll let me see a lot of cards. Flicker is adequate, but not particularly useful yet. I need to get back my compulsive and use it again. If I find a Tron piece, it's good because I can flicker and ephemerate, but okay. Let's go to land. I whiffed on life gain. Am I dead? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess I'm dead if they go for it. Well, I can flicker 2 towers. So that's 4 mana into 7. And then down to 4 and then up to 10. Plus 2 color. I only have 2 color mana at that point. I can horror back the Pestilence and Ephemerate. And they have to burn. Yeah, fuck it. Let's see what happens. So I can just cycle flicker here, but I can't flicker Dignitary in the land because then I can't horror plus ephemerate. Pestilence. Do you want to burn into turn? Because I'd go to 6, and then that's 4 in play. If they have another black mana or another artifact, then I die. Yeah. Just 1. I have 28 cards left. It took me so long to find a horror, and I don't have a pulse or anything, so... they're probably going to scred the Dignitary and then have another Pestilence, so... We're not looking too good. I guess I die to Pestilence plus Swamp, which is a specific 2-card hand. Because, well, 3-card hand. They would have had to have Scred, Pestilence, and untap black mana, which is not very likely. How's this? Okay, do you have untap black mana? The only way my opponent's play makes sense is if they had untap black mana, so... Wait, what? Oh, they did. Alright, so my opponent had to have exactly Scred, untap black mana, and a Pestilence. Well, they discarded a Pestilence, so they clearly had that. That was very unlikely. But I did find a line that almost won. They had to have exactly Scred plus untap black mana. What else could I have done? I don't think there's a way to do anything else that game. My opponent just had perfects, right? Like, they ripped the Astrolabe the turn after they played that Glinthawk Bouncing Vault. Yeah, my opponent just got very lucky. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I should have done. I just took too long to find a pulse, teachings, or horror. And that turn, my first compulsive was just blank, right? If my first compulsive had found the horror, then I would have been in perfect shape. Like, could not have lost, I don't believe. Because I would have bounced their bounce land, and then passed, if they float mana. And they are messaging me. But like my first compulsive was just all lands, right? So I had to play wall to get back get back compulsive and then compulsive again, which just cost me 8 mana. I don't know. Yeah, I guess there's not really much to do about there. Long story short, you should try to draw like relevant spells in the top half of your deck and not in the bottom half of your deck. You really don't need to keep yourself in suspense for so long, because sometimes even if you do eventually get there, then your opponent just has the perfects. Anyway, thanks for watching that game. Let's see if we can draw lands and spells.